the silence.
This is Patriots linebacker, Super Bowl 49 champ, Darius Fleming, and you're watching VonAllen Sports, real and honest NFL analysis. Subscribe now. Join the empire. VonAllen Sports, let's go!
VonAllen Sports. VonAllen Sports. VonAllen Sports.
What is up, guys? How are y'all doing? Man, I miss you guys. You guys doing good? So the game has already kicked off, but it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. So let's see who's on here tonight before we get started. Satire Junk was first. I'm here just so I don't get fined. Nice. Tim Anderson, what's up, man? Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome. You'll like it here. Elf of Courage, where have I been all this time? I will answer all these questions as the night goes on. So we got a long way to go. So we got the whole game, and we got the post game to talk. So we'll go over these as time goes by here. So let's see what the Bills are going to do first, real quick. Oh, it looks like I'm on a delay. Okay, hang on. There we go. All right, so they did nothing. So the Jets have got the ball. All right, so they just got the ball on their own, 10, 11? Good run. Look at that. Okay, so before this goes any farther, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that I think the Jets are going to win this game. The thing about the Buffalo Bills, guys, is I'm not trying to be a hater or anything like that. I actually like Josh Allen. You guys know I like Josh Allen. I have no problem with the Bills. I don't care about the whole AFC East thing. I don't get involved in that. That's just nonsense. Yeah, I wanted to see them win, and I rooted for them for a long time, and wanted to see them get far. And Aaron Rodgers with one of his famous throwaways. Hey, it wouldn't be Aaron Rodgers if there wasn't a throwaway at the very beginning, right? But with Buffalo, I think their window is closing. I'm not going to say it's closed because when you've got an elite quarterback like Josh Allen, you got good guys around you and some steady coaching. It's never completely closed, but it's getting there. You know, it's getting there. So my TV is way over there. Maybe I need to move the game over to this monitor so I don't keep looking away. Let's see if I can get that done here. Okay, the Bills are coming for blood right now. They have their set plays. They have the Jets have their set plays to start out. The Bills are going to do what they do. They're just going to try to knock them off balance real quick at the very beginning. This will flatten out, though. This is going to be a good game. It's funny because me and Roman, we took the time to put the living room TV on the wall. It's all awesome. It's big and everything. But because of the way my computer setup is, It's way over there. So what I need to do is I need to broadcast these games in the future. If I'm watching the games in the living room, I need to broadcast them from the couch. I think that would be much cooler. So I'm looking up, but it looks like I'm looking at you at the same time. Another sack. Look at this Buffalo. Buffalo. Damn. Look at him. All right. Cool. Yeah, so I got it over here now, so I don't have to look so far. Okay, who else we got? Jalen, what's up, man? How you doing? And again, welcome everybody. Welcome Tim Anderson to the group. I think he's going to like it here. Bitcoin, what's up, man? That was pretty fun night Thursday, huh? That was a good game. Detroit versus Kansas City. And it was surprising. I mean, I'm in a betting pool with Bitcoin Motorist, and I have 3 entries, and on all 3 entries, I had Kansas City Chiefs picked. I did until Brad. You guys know Brad, my friend. He's the Chiefs fan. He texts me and he's kind of, like, yeah, give me some info, and then I changed it, so I got out of it. And had he not done that, maybe I don't change it, so I would have lost immediately. I would all 3 up. My strategy was to put to take the overwhelming favorites immediately, because in the beginning of a season, no one really knows who they are yet, even the good teams or the bad teams. No one really knows who they are until the about week 5, probably. I'd say October is when the teams really start to becoming who they are, and we can see and identify who they are. And with the training camp, the way it is, how wussified it is, like as if America wasn't wussified enough, even the football players are treated wussified. Wait a minute. I don't have my glasses on, but that's not Aaron Rodgers on the field. Am I high? Am I high, or is Aaron Rodgers not on the field anymore? He's already hurt. What happened? My God. All right. Anyway, so these guys don't really know who they are until then. So I would take the underdogs later on in the year, or not the underdogs necessarily, but the teams that aren't the overwhelming favorite, but because I know who they are, so I can make more of an educated decision. But early in the year, you don't know, so you try to take the favorite. But in this case, man, Detroit. Now, I told you guys last year, I'm just going to take credit for this, okay? I told you guys last year, I'm sure y'all can remember, comment if you remember me saying this all year long, that Detroit Lions were going to be a good team in 2023. And but I will say, I did not know that they were going to beat the Chiefs. Okay, so I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, I knew they were going to be good, and I knew they were going to be." No, nobody did. Maybe few people, but come on, let's be honest. Gord King, DC 52's here. What's up, man? Nightwalker, Deutsch VonAllen. I'm sure you like that part, right? VonAllen. Elf of Courage. I will answer your question here in a second. The Gord King, man. So I haven't got to watch that documentary you told me about yet, but I'm going to. I'm really excited to see that one. Brian Magnum. Like I always tell Brian, it wouldn't be a new season if I didn't tell Brian that would be my porn name. Brian Magnum. Okay. I know it's Mangum, but whatever. Austin, what's up, man? Israel. Nice to see you again, man. He predicts, a low score. Okay. Jalen says, wow, VonAllen, first prediction, and we agree. Hey, look at that. See, it's going to be an interesting year, isn't it? So my prediction kind of goes out the window if Aaron's not playing. Okay, so I'm going to pull that back. I think it's fair. I think we can all we can all let me off the hook for that one. Clearly, I meant if Aaron's playing. But already? Really? Come on, man. Or is he going to come back? Is he going to come back at the half and miraculously come in and win like Packers-Bears week 1? You guys remember that a few years ago where he got hurt and then he comes back and then it's a miraculous, but really it wasn't really much of an injury. But anyway, yeah, maybe that's what he's working on. So a basic sack, dude. Just a regular. That's wow. I mean, yeah, the Bills were getting to him, but they were just throwing everything in the kitchen sink at them at first. They were just going for it. You know, they're trying to hit a home run right off the bat. Surely the Jets knew this. I mean, surely you knew that Buffalo was going to do that. It's whatever. Yeah, exactly, Jalen. I think we are allowed to change our prediction with the situation happening so early. So that's not really, it's not really the Jets that we were counting on, right? The reason I picked this game to go live on is because it was Aaron Rodgers versus Josh Allen. That's why I picked this stupid game. I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that shit had I known that. Because I would have just said, oh, the Bills are going to annihilate the Jets. So what? Who cares? You know? I could have done the Chiefs-Lions in that case, but I thought the Chiefs-Lions, I thought it wouldn't be competitive by half, and I wanted to see a game that was close and pretty cool. So this one seemed to be the best choice. Gord King is congratulations on your 1 year anniversary of a channel. That's awesome, man. You guys can't hear the broadcast, can you? Because if you can, they'll cut me off. Just want to make sure that's not going through. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Gord King. Just making sure. Woo! Let's go. There he goes. There he goes. If the Bills are gonna try to get a championship, they've got to make the Super Bowl this year. It's got to be now. You cannot hold this together. You cannot hold a group like this tight together that's taken so many losses and so many bad losses. And, you get so far and you're clearly, there's a lot of times where they were matched up and they were the better team. And they just shoot themselves in the foot like every time. I guess in a way it's the same old Buffalo Bills, isn't it? Aaron better come back out or I'm going to be pissed. Okay, by the way, guys, we don't have super chats right now. So if you want to get my attention better, I'll try to read everything, but to make sure I see it, if you guys see what Jalen is doing, SM down H9 is his screen name. If you see how he's highlighting my name, so if you do the @ symbol VonAllen, I'll see it, more likely to see it. So, yeah, Elf of Courage. I was watching the game on the Xbox, broadcasting to my TV, but now I switched it to now I'm watching it on my computer because the TV's too far over. So. How's your Xbox doing? The Xbox you won in the tournament last season. Pretty good first down play. You got a lot of extra yardage. Dawson Knox, man, he could start becoming. Oh, wait a minute. What? Never mind. So his ankle, the way he's limping, unless he's faking it, he's got a high ankle sprain. He's not coming out. He's not coming back. This game, okay. So, my God, I'm waiting for an advertisement. The one time I'm waiting for an advertisement so I can talk to you guys. No, sacked. Pretty sloppy sack, actually, but I'll take it. Have I seen Master and Commander? Oh, yeah, that's a great movie. Yeah. Psycho Mantis says, local sportscaster Scott Zolak, you guys know Scott. He said the Patriots are sweeping the division. Well, that would be nice, but I don't think so. I don't think they're going to get 2 off Buffalo. I think at the best case scenario is getting is splitting. The Dolphins are no guarantee, especially the Dolphins have always been a problem, even when Brady was there. So, but the Dolphins looked pretty good yesterday. So, wide open. What are y'all doing? Wow. Okay. So, you saw Tyreek Hill yesterday. You just saw what Patrick Mahomes was working with when he's coming out in his first few years. I mean, that's who gets to do that. Who comes into the league with a team like that? You got Alex Smith hooking up with Tyreek Hill. Alex Smith and Tyreek Hill was killing the Patriots for years. Yeah, like there was, and then he comes along and he's got all that around him. It just shows you the level of players that he had. And everybody talks about, oh, the first 5 years, it's the greatest first 5 years we've ever seen, or the first 7. And then when he's in fucking year 15, it's the first 15 years we've ever seen. Yes, that's what they're going to do. So, okay, finally, an advertisement. Okay. Marcus called it. Yep. Gord King. Oh, you're going to quote me on that shit, huh? I'll take a sloppy sack. Okay. So I just want to tell you guys that, so got demonetized back like a week before the Super Bowl. And every month I kept reapplying for monetization and they kept declining me for various reasons. And then I started to realize that then the reviewing terms and conditions and all that started to change to where I was violating. Some of my videos were violating controversial subjects like COVID or my opinions on the military stuff that they're doing in the games and all the BLM and all the stuff that I usually talk about, or the Washington Redskins situation. All those things pretty much came back to bite me in the ass, because they really are doing everything they can to make sure that I don't get monetized back. So after talking with Google, I realized that all I need to do first, they told me that I need to send in a video of myself apologizing and basically telling them how my channel works and what I want to get out of the channel, and tell them that I'm with YouTube and I'm with Google's mission statement and all this. So basically the deal is that I'm supposed to do my first show to be considered for remonetization, that I make an apology. Okay. So, and never talk about controversial things again. So I just want to tell you guys, and I just want to get that out of the way so we can get monetization back. I would like to here and now apologize to absolutely no one. Fuck you. Okay? So there. That's all. That's all I have to say. Fuck you. All right? So if you want to help out the channel and you want to send money or to keep it going, and I can keep expanding, keep doing shit, you guys go to Patreon, okay? Patreon, I've got the Patreon set up. It used to be the early thing I did before I was monetized in the first place. So I'm not going to lick their ass. I'm not going to bow down, kneel down, send a video. You think that I want on record a video of me sending to YouTube? They asked me that. Like, they want me to send a private video basically explaining myself. You think I want that on record? And then one day that comes out and it's like, really? Like, no, sorry. My integrity is not for sale. And all this does is just make me become more obnoxious and ridiculous. So, yeah. So, whatever. Fuck them. The super chats were awesome. They were very helpful. They paid for so much. They paid for this microphone. They paid for, all this stuff, everything that I do with the channel, the time that I'm able to put in because I'm not doing something else. So I'm, working on the channel. All those super chats paid for those things, and they went to building this. So thank you guys. It did not go to waste. I very, very much appreciate it. But now what we'll do for right now going forward is the Patreon thing. So that's a monthly thing. It's just a set monthly thing that you do. And what we'll do is, I'll just try to get to everybody's comments as much as I can, and things in comments that I think are like, relevant to the live show or whatever is going on. Then I'll pop them up there like I would a super chat. So, and of course, if you're a Patreon member, I will give priority to all of your comments and stuff like that. So basically like it was, but we'll just do that. So yeah, fuck them. And I'm also broadcasting on X, which is formerly called Twitter. So I want to welcome or say thank you to anybody on there who is coming here. That's a new thing I'm starting to do, trying to get up. We're only at like 1,400 followers on Twitter so far, but or X, sorry. But I think that's got a good future with Elon Musk buying it, and it seems like you can kind of pretty much say what you want, do what you want, and you can get monetized and all that. So if you guys want to follow me on X, that would be great. So we've got the motherfucker out here throwing the ball. Guys, I'm not being a dick. He literally is a motherfucker. Zach Wilson. So yeah, he fucked his girlfriend's mother. In case you're just tuning in and you didn't understand that, so I'm not a hater on Zach. In fact, I'm pretty impressed. Not just anyone can bag the mother and the daughter, right? So he's actually kind of maybe he deserves a statue outside of MetLife Stadium. But he is a motherfucker. So motherfucker back to pass. Oh, great wide open throw, but it was almost dropped actually. But yeah, there he goes. I have heard that Aaron Rodgers has had some good mental impact on the motherfucker. So You guys really didn't think I was going to apologize, did you? Oh, thank you, Gord King. Yes, I'm also on Rumble, so it'd be nice to get the Rumble thing going on too, because Rumble they won't do this demonetization bullshit. I was always convinced that the channel was being suppressed and shadow banned at times. Um, you guys have seen it where I'd go a whole year and the subscriber count wouldn't move and stuff. Okay, well, whatever. But always made a joke. The point is, I always made a joke that since Google is stationed in San Francisco, they have a lot of local Bay Area fans probably that work there, and I did that documentary about Joe versus Tom, and a few Montana fans probably got pissed off. It's just like, click, fuck this guy. So. All right. My foot's going to sleep. Son of a bitch. Did he fuck his friend's mom? I don't know. I thought it was the mom of the daughter or the girlfriend. Wait. Wasn't it the mother of his girlfriend? Yeah. Ah, great heads up play there. Milano, I love you, Milano. Oh, the motherfucker got caught by a bigger motherfucker. In the first quarter already. Wow. Is it just me or did this go really fast? Well, whoever's mother it was, she was a mother, and that's all that matters. So. I'll take a sloppy sack. Sierra Chubbs, I really don't want to watch Aaron Rodgers tonight or any night, and now I don't have to, so that's good. Okay. Yeah, well. Oh, yeah, so basically the last super chat contest. So here's the thing, Elf of Courage and James, if you're here. Is James Johnson on? I didn't see him. But you guys were the finalists in the super chat contest. Elf of Courage won just by a few dollars. I think it was like $40, $50 or something like that. So you are the winner, Elf of Courage, and me and Milena are working on your prize for that. And also, for James as well. We always do the two finalists usually. But the thing about that is because they demonetize me, they take away my statistics. They took away all the numbers of what you guys sent. Now, I have, thankfully, because I have good record keeping, that I download all those about once a month. I usually do that. So I have everything that you guys have ever super chatted historically, except for the last 2 weeks. So the very last 2 weeks of before they demonetized me, I don't have access to that. And so I couldn't tell you the exact number. I just remembered because I went back and watched the live show. And counted them all together, so I was able to kind of do it in that way. So it wasn't exact, but it's not perfect. But Elf did win, and I even asked him if I could have access because I just wanted the original records because it shows you, it's got it all organized and everything. They wouldn't even do that for me. Like there's something wrong here. I mean, they're acting like I'm some kind of psychopath or something. It's just like. I mean, they're treating me as if I said that America is a great country or something like that. Like, or if you would think they're treating me like as if I said I hate child molesters. So yeah, perhaps that's the problem. Exactly, Mr. A. It's back to the old school, back to Patreon. That's how we got it all started to begin with. We just stay there and then screw the rest of it. So yeah, so Patreon. I remember back in the early days of the channel, Mr. A. We couldn't figure out who he was. He was just like this mystery guy who was paying $50 a month. We were like, who is this dude? Like, he never revealed himself for a long time. I even did a thank you video, and I was like, I played Unsolved Mysteries music with it, and I was like, man, who is this guy? So, and then who knew? We went from not knowing if he's a real person or not. I remember other people were saying maybe he's Tom Brady, behind a fake name or something. And so we went from that to not knowing who he is over several months to me and him being very close friends, very good friends. And that's funny how stuff like that works out, right? So, and Austin Thomas just said as a side note, fuck the Jets. Thank you, Jaeger. He's the first one to recognize the Conor McGregor quote. Thank you very much. So we have a UFC fan here. Yeah, Luke, I agree. Mahomes is only overrated when people call him the GOAT. If you want to call him the best in the league, yeah, okay. I could definitely deal with that. I can definitely go with that. So that's okay, But when you start calling him the GOAT, then it's like, okay, now I'm gonna have to check your ass. It's like calling LeBron James the GOAT or something. I'm like, no, And yes, I did use a LeBron James reference, and the reason I did is not because I think Patrick Mahomes is the second best of all time, because I don't believe LeBron is. As far as I'm concerned, LeBron is like maybe top 10, I guess, somewhere. So nobody's more overrated than LeBron James. But we'll visit that some other time, I guess. Man, that was a terrible interception, but Josh Allen could throw the ball, dude. It's so effortless. That thing, he just flicks his arm, and that thing just is like a cannon. But I don't know what the hell he was supposed to be doing there. I think the receiver may have not gotten the freedom he wanted there. He didn't get off. Let's see. It was a great throw to the Jets. I mean, if that was his intention, it was a beautiful throw. So, yeah. Just a second. So Psycho Mantis says, talking about when the Patriots would sweep, his logic was that Tua is going to get hurt again, Allen's going to regress, and then there's tension between him and Diggs, and that the Jets are the Jets. Yeah, well, now that Aaron's hurt, but if Aaron isn't, if Aaron can just be his normal self, although being hurt is probably part of his normal self, but if he can at least be COVID MVP that he was, the Jets should be much better. Eddie Visorno. So Eddie, how's life, man? You last time we talked to you, you said you were getting married, and I told you that you needed permission from the emperor, and that you needed to bring her on sometime to the show. So, how's that going? Eddie says, "I come back to fuck you." Yeah, the more things change, the more they stay the same. I'm kind of bouncing around the comment section if you guys are confused on what I'm doing here. A Fulton County mugshot, man. I've got that shirt coming in. So I got an email. It said, "Hey, you want a Fulton County mugshot shirt?" I was like, yeah, who wouldn't? And this is an incredible run. Make sure it's not called back. Damn, look at Hall go. All right. Oh, look at the drunk Jets fan. They're all happy. I bet those motherfuckers were wasted by 2 o'clock this afternoon. I mean, to be a fan of the Jets, you probably have to remain drunk like at all times. But yeah, I got an email that said if you donate like $40 something or whatever, you can get that T-shirt. I said I got to get that T-shirt. I've got to wear this on the air, just to piss people off. Like, it's just fuck them. Like I said, I was trying to be respectful and trying to watch what I say and watch what I do, and just for the hell of it. But of course, I said everything the same. It's just there's certain ways to say it. You don't have to always use the F word sometimes, or maybe you don't have to be so blunt. You can say the same things without it, but hey, if that's the deal, then fuck them. Oh, it must be 6 o'clock. When I hear my voice coming from the kitchen, that means it's the Ramsey's cat food dispenser. Motherfucker's on a diet. He's a fat ass. He's starting to look like Rosie O'Donnell. My thoughts on Sean Strickland beating Israel Adesanya for the UFC middleweight. Well, we were all together watching that Saturday night. That was freaking amazing, dude. What we thought is that in that first round that Strickland had given Adesanya some kind of concussion, and Adesanya was on autopilot the rest of the time. Because he just, I've had teammates and stuff who've gotten concussions early in a game, and nobody really knew that happened. But like nobody really did anything about it, so they just keep playing. But you kind of have an idea that they did, and they're on autopilot, and they won't remember a lot of it after that. But when you're on autopilot, you kind of function. You can come off as normal, but you're not yourself. You're not the expert that you normally would be, and that's what it seemed like to me. So that fight was probably won in the first round. It was probably already over at that point. Israel asked me, would I put Patrick Mahomes in my top 5 already? No. Israel, listen, man, listen. I know that you're high right now off the Cowboys' total destruction of the Giants last night. But, man, hang on. So, if we look at side by side a lot of different quarterbacks as achievements, a lot of it also is about time spent in the league. So basically, at this point, he's already going to make it to the Hall of Fame. Even if he retired tomorrow, he would make it up, obviously. But when we're talking top 5, we're talking about guys who they were around for a long time. And I'm not talking like Tom Brady long, like that's ridiculous. Like that's not what I mean. I just mean like, Elway long, that kind of thing. But that it requires excellence year in and year out. Okay. So we put him in top 5 right now. This is the danger of doing something like that early. So you put him in top 5. Let's say someone wanted to do that. And starting this year, he starts to go down, and the Chiefs are kind of average. Let's say they finish like 10-7. Okay. By the way, I'm not saying they're going to do that. This is just a hypothetical. Okay, they're not going to finish 10-7. But let's say that happened, and let's say that over the summer, Andy Reid goes into a depression and eats himself into a coronary and has a heart attack and dies. And all of a sudden, of course, when he dies of a heart attack from eating too many steaks and too many cheeseburgers, they'll write it up as COVID death. Okay? But after they do that, they're showing Æron again. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. But after that, Mahomes is just completely average. He's what he would have been had he been drafted to the Bears. Okay? So, and he just spends the rest of his career like that. You can't put that guy in the top 5. Okay? So you need a body of work to see what happens. You need to see the ups and downs and how they react to things. You need to see changes. As time goes on, how the league changes around you. All those things you need to see that. I have other problems with Mahomes, and it's particularly the league itself, around the league itself, because I believe that last year's Super Bowl is not finished. I don't think it's done. It never got decided. So as far as I'm concerned, we're at a stalemate here. But I know that no one's going to count that. No one's going to see that way. And it's in the record books the way it is, but still. I don't know. That's unfortunate that happened. And it really, really bothers me. So it bothers me as much as the Rams-Bengals situation. It's kind of like presidents. So you generally don't want to put a president in a ranking until they're finished, and and then you can see the results of what they've done and things like that. But with quarterbacks, we need to see more. God, that Josh almost threw a terrible pick. What the hell was that? I mean, I'll give Mosley credit for reading that pretty good, but still, that was a dumb throw. You had to have seen that. Like, let's see the replay. No, why did you throw that? That was moronic. But yeah, but anyway, with Mahomes, it's like we don't know what the future holds. So one problem I see for him is that he's not a very good Super Bowl performer, like some of the other greats are. And that's kind of a problem that we had against Peyton too, is that they seem to not be able to shine when it mattered the most, when it was on the big stage. It's what happens for Patrick is this. When you get by the time you make it to the Super Bowl, you're playing against the other, best team in the league, right? So by the time that team that your opponent's getting there, and in his case, it's been the 49ers, then it was the Buccaneers, and then it was the Eagles. So by the time he plays them and they get there, these are teams that know what's up, okay? And not only that, you've got to realize that by the time you get to the Super Bowl, you've played a lot of games. Your players are injured. Your teammates are injured. The coaches are exhausted, because they never, they sleep in their freaking offices, half the season. But that's when you've got to really shine as a quarterback. That's when you've got to take the team and be the man. But the defense knows you. All right. They know what your scheme is. They've had all year to watch you, and you're playing a great team. You're not playing some first round wild card team or some shit. Okay. You're playing the guys who went all the way to the Super Bowl. And when that happens and all that comes together, Mahomes is facing a team that is just as good as them, theoretically, right? That makes it very difficult for the quarterback to be able to do things. And if you can't rise above that I think that's a problem. So you've got those guys that can do that, and then you got the guys that start out a season. They start out hot. That was a great throw by Josh. Damn, that was perfect. See, they're going into the no huddle. Okay, I see you. If I had to guess, I'm going to assume that Patrick doesn't really fall apart for the rest of his career. Okay, I'm going to assume that. So let's just say that he just pretty much is okay. Even if Andy Reid won't be around forever, so even without Andy, we'll say that he'll be okay. He'll be fine, even if he's just average. Even if he's just average, he'll be fine. His legacy will be fine, okay, because of all the stuff he did early on. But what if he doesn't? What if it goes badly? What if it's one of these situations where we're like, oh, so Andy's gone, Kelsey's gone. Actually, Kelsey's not that important. It's more about Andy Reid, because Kelsey's overrated as fuck as well. So you could see all those tight ends, how easily they got open Thursday night against the Lions. How easily they got open. And you got wide open guys everywhere. That's Andy Reid, dude. Andy Reid has always been a genius when it comes to offense, when it comes to scheming. He has been brilliant. Oh, what a play. Let's go. Let's go. Hell yeah. Josh Allen. And no, not just because his name's Allen, but maybe it is because, maybe he's my cousin. You never know. Who knows? Great play. Let's go. Oh, come on. Don't take this back. I already got excited. They're going to say he's crossed the line. Let's see the replay. Let's find out. Yeah, he's good. He's good. It's exact same time. Yeah, he's good. Okay, confirmed. Got it. Touchdown. I just want to tell you guys, follow me on X. I'm talking shit on X every day. Every single day I am talking shit. Okay, Gord King is on there too. But go there, download that app, start using it, because I'm telling you, X is the future. That is the future website. This is gonna be the new YouTube, and they're gonna take over when they start. Word gets around that this is gonna happen. This is where they're working on it right now, but they're gonna have it to where we can do these live streams. I can live stream already, but with the chat section, all that, like that's coming. So when it does, that's going to be the place to be. So you remember the days of YouTube when it was just awesome? Remember like 06 through 2013, 2014. I mean, you could get anything on YouTube, anything. I don't care. You wanted to read up on something, it had everything. Now everything is mass media produced. Any kind of political questions you want answered, any kind of discussions or anything like that, it's all just cookie cutter bullshit. So go to X, follow me there, follow Gord King there, and I'm always talking. So it's worth your while. It's of course free. So get that. I also want to say that today is September 11th, and I still vividly remember that day, and I remember being woken up, and I was upstairs, and someone from downstairs was saying, "Hey, a plane hit the World Trade Center." I was like, "What? Oh, you mean like in King Kong when the planes crashed into the Empire State Building or something?" I'm like, okay. So in my head, I came down thinking it was just a small little plane or something, and just a drunk pilot, or maybe the pilot like passed out, or just something stupid. And I had to see it. I'm like, oh, cool. I want to see the World Trade Center swallow a plane. Like that's got to be awesome. So I came down and checked, and it's like, wait a minute, there's an airliner. Like, what the hell's an airliner hitting the World Trade Center for? Was absolutely convinced that it was an accident. Like maybe the pilot was supposed to come in and he took a wrong because something happened. I don't know. I don't exactly remember the logic I was going through because it was very exciting. I was very young at the time. I was like 20. And so I was just watching, and then all of a sudden, boom, a second one. And that feeling, guys, that second one, that second one, that was surreal. I remember so well, just thinking like, this is what it feels like to be under attack. And it seemed like, are we at war? Like, is this war? Is this what this feels like? Is this it? Is that the moment that we always read about in history books and hear about, that we do to other countries around the world? Are we finally, are we receiving this, and is this happening? And I never was scared. It was never like a feeling of, oh my God, it was more of a anger. I was fucking pissed. Very pissed off. I overreacted, I would say, to a lot of things. Didn't listen to a lot of logic or reason. Very ignorant in my emotional reaction to that. Of course, with age comes wisdom. And with wisdom, along with wisdom, well, wisdom allows you and to look at things from the past and allows you to understand and discern and admit when you were misled or made a wrong decision. Okay, I'll tell you guys this right now. In the year 2000, okay, first time I ever voted, I believed Al Gore when he said that we're all going to die from the sun and fucking global warming. What a pick! Oh, that went right to him, though. Great throw by the motherfucker, right to the Bills. What's the flag, though? Okay, but the play still stands. So, okay, so it's back to advertisement. But so anyway, we have to talk about this because it's September 11th, and even if it wasn't, I still want to talk about it. So I don't give a fuck. I'll talk about what I want. So September 11th. So back then I believed that the climate change agenda was a real thing. I'm not talking about climate change. I'm talking about climate change agenda. That's a different thing. So I believed it. So, which also meant that I believed our government and I believed our president. And I believed when George Bush said that we have to do all these things. And then when they introduced the Iraq war and said we need to invade Iraq, they never came out and actually said that Iraq was connected to 9/11, like literally. But that was the public sentiment. The public sentiment was that it was connected, right? So everyone I knew, anyone walking around, they all just kind of thought, okay, Iraq is, they must have something to do with the terrorist or whatever. So yeah, now we know that all those people died. The terrorists, the guys who actually executed it were Saudi Arabian. Actually, they weren't even from the correct countries that we thought they were, except one guy was Egyptian. However, 9/11 doesn't get pulled off without someone in the U.S. government helping them. Who did it? How many? All that's up for debate, but it is unquestionable that someone helped them. And even if one person did that, which is definitely more than one, but I'm just saying minimum. If only one person did it, that is conspiracy, and that is treason. So this day, September 11th, invokes anger for me. It invokes anger, but a different type of anger than before. Now it's more of anger of how much we're lied to as U.S. citizens, how much we're deceived, and I'm tired of it. I'm fed up. I don't believe a fucking word they say. Not a word. I don't care what it is. If just they're scum. They're absolute scum. And the motherfuckers who were involved in this, nobody got in trouble in the U.S. government. Nobody, even just bare minimum incompetence. Just incompetence. Let's say that nobody in America was involved. Your fucking incompetence heads should have rolled for that shit. You know. It's like the COVID thing. So supposedly a virus has been unleashed on the world, but yet no one's been fired. No one's been taken to court. Nothing. Like, come on, man. It's crazy. But anyway, September 11th, for the people that died, and for also the people that died in other countries as a result of all that as well. So it's a big fucked up situation. Oh, it's a great run. Hi, that's weird. Yeah, we have some people here that probably don't even remember 9/11. That's interesting. Yeah. What's up, Mastermind? Yep. Addie says the best people are born in October. No, the best people are born in September. Screw you, Addie. Wow. Psychomantis, that's amazing. Centifolusia, damn, you were, wow. That's amazing. Anthony Preston, yeah, where's the trillions that the Defense Department lost the day before? Yeah. Well, I can answer that question. You don't really believe that all these politicians can have a $180,000, $200,000 a year job and live in a $10 million, $15 million mansion, do you? Just simple math. A quote by Harry Truman. He said, "It's impossible to make money as a politician if you're honest. It doesn't pay well." And it doesn't, okay? There are thousands, tens of thousands of people in this city of Los Angeles right now making the average income of what a senator or a congressman would make. And none of them, okay, are living in $15 million homes. And on top of that, having a Bugatti and shit. And then having a vacation home that's worth like $3 million that they only spend a month in per year. No, doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. Now, it could be advantageous to be in Congress and know what bills are about to be pushed through, and then you pick the right stocks. So that could work. I started following Nancy Pelosi's profile last year and invested into NVIDIA when she did. Did pretty good off that. Just followed her. I remember everyone was saying, oh, how brave she is to go to Taiwan, meet with Taiwan, and stand up to the Chinese despite their... It's like, she ain't being brave. She's going to Taiwan to make sure that those damn semiconductors are going to get made before she invests all this money into NVIDIA. Because they had a new agreement coming through Congress. Come on. The most shocking thing of all about any of this is that there are people in this country that still believe that politicians have their best interest. There's people that believe that. Just because they say what you want to hear. Just because they say the things that you believe. That you think they're on your side. Everyone always thinks that their guy is the honest one. Oh, sure. Yeah. So that's why I only vote for people who have never been a politician before they run for office. So if your career has been in politics, I won't vote for you. Sorry. Tough shit. Tough shit. Fuck you. I'm not voting for you, you scum of the earth piece of shits. Fuck all y'all. Fuck all you motherfucking politicians. To quote my friend Jackie. Y'all seen Jackie before. She dresses very flamboyantly. Okay. Yeah, but she's like, fuck all y'all. Now, see, so Milena, right now, guys, Milena is in Bulgaria. She'll be back soon. So that's why she's not on the show tonight. She's really upset that she couldn't make it for the start of the season. But she will be back soon. So just want to give y'all a heads up on that. Damn, we're almost to halftime already. And guys, can you please click the like button? It'll help the algorithm make sure it gets sent out to people who may not know that this is happening at the moment. So No, Addie, I did not hear about that. What is that? What's going on with that? Nightwalker, yes, the Bush family does have a lot of business dealings with the Saudis. Absolutely. But before we go any farther, guys, give me just a second. I need to take a look on the balcony. I started letting Ramses, play next door on the balcony there because the neighbor, the guy, he's not been home in 10 years. So it's like, why not, But I just want to make sure he's okay. So just give me a second. All right, all good. All good. Okay. Damn, the sun's going down. I don't want to have to wear my stupid ass sunglasses. But once the sun goes down, I'll have to turn on the bright lights. All right. So before we go any farther talking about, these different things, because there's only so much we can talk about this game here, right? Got to fill some time. But to be honest, I just like to talk about what I want to talk about. That's the part of the fun of doing this show, is that I get to talk to you guys. And now I'm unrestricted, so I don't even care. I just talk about whatever the fuck I feel like. Okay, it's almost halftime though. Sack. Yeah, I wish we still had a fourth preseason game and not a 17th regular season game. I wish that they could practice harder. We just the last few years, the first month has just been sloppy football, man. How many timeouts does Buffalo have left? None? Oh! So close. Great play. Great play by Williams there. That was good coverage, but so close. That would have been a great touchdown right there. Actually, Williams, he didn't even really do anything. He just kept up with his guy, and it hit him in the head. He just had his head right in the right place at the right time. But okay, I mean, I'm not going to take away from him. But yeah, you got to stay with your man. Listen, guys, the hardest position, the physically most hardest position on the field is defensive back, specifically guarding the prime receivers. It's you have to be physically gifted enough to follow and keep up with the fastest guy on the field when that guy knows where he's going, okay? And you don't know where he's going. So you have to be able to be so athletic and so gifted that you could actually make up for that. And it's an insane job. It's an insane position. And when you're great at it, that it's just, you're amazing, and that's why I think that, the best of the best of that position, I look at them and I hold them in high regard because just how hard that position is to play. You can lock a guy down. If you can lock up anybody they bring your way, you are the shit. Okay? You are just amazing. I think I'm going to change over to the Peyton and Eli format. Sick of looking at Joe Buck and his creepy ass face. I'd rather look at Eli's creepy face and Peyton's big forehead. I actually think Peyton's forehead's gotten bigger. I think it's expanding. So it's quite an interesting phenomenon. Yeah. So, okay. So what I want to tell you guys is that if you haven't noticed, the channel is now called VonAllen. Okay. The reason of that is called that is because I have decided that I want to talk about more than just football. I cannot just spend all my time only talking about football. And I don't mean during VonAllen Sports broadcast. I mean different days, okay? So basically what I've done is VonAllen Sports. So if you see anything in the notifications and the thumbnail is got a red backdrop, that immediately lets you know that it's VonAllen Sports related, just automatically. So as soon as you see that, you're like, oh, VonAllen Sports, okay? But let's say that's all you're interested in. That lets you know that. If it's got a blue background, it means that it's VonAllen POV, which is VonAllen point of view, and it's usually political or social, something of going on in the country. And you can choose to dismiss that if you want or whatever, but at least you know immediately. You don't have to like check it or anything like that. If it's got a yellow background, it means it's history. So it's probably a history documentary of some sort, or me talking about history, probably doing like who I think are the greatest presidents of all time or whatever, greatest generals in history or, something like that. It'd probably be me in red coat, talking shit. So if it's yellow, I'm not expecting y'all to remember this. I'm going to put a video out explaining all this, but I'm just telling you guys for fun. If it's silver, if it's got a silver background, it's going to be my music. So it's going to be related to my music. That's been my career for 20 years. That's actually what I do, is music. So that would be related to that. And then there's the VonAllen matrix, which is green. If it's got a green background, that would mean that I'm talking about technology or space, the universe, or religion or spirituality or some kind of concepts like that. Just any kind of, the philosophical and mystical side of things, and that's where that would be talked about. So those are the categories there that I have, and they all fall under VonAllen. So that's the new deal here. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that I won't talk about these subjects I won't cross them over. So like tonight, I talked about, a little bit about 9/11, talked about some other things. I'll do that, okay? Just like if I'm doing a live show for the political stuff, I'll talk about football, or, I'll talk about whatever I want, and that's just the deal. So that's the thing going forward, because I'm telling you, and I'm just going to be honest with you guys, if I didn't do this, I wouldn't do anything. I've just got more to say than just talking about football all the time. And it's not going to affect this. I'm still going to have the VonAllen VAS Live every week. Still going to have the post-game shows. Nothing's changing. That's not changing. Except during the week when there wasn't nothing going on this channel, now there will be. just with different other subject matters, and that will get this out of my system. It gives me more things to talk about, and I'll be just much happier doing it this way. So, and I've got 13,000 subscribers, and I didn't want to waste them. And I know that a lot of my subscribers have similar views as me, and even if they don't, that's great too. I don't mind, but I'm going to use them and try to reach them in that manner. So, but like I said, if that's not your thing, that's what the colors are for. That's what the colors equal. If you caught the show before, the very first trailer for that new setup was at the very beginning of the show. So if you missed it and you want to see that after the live show, you can go back and watch it again. There's going to be a lot of fucking torque this season, guys. A lot of torque. There's going to be more torque than there's ever been in the history of VonAllen Sports. See, Alpha Courage, that's what I'm talking about. You said, can we talk about football again? No, I'll talk about what I want when I feel like it. So there is no dictating to me what I can and can't talk about. So I choose what I want to talk about, and I'm not trying to be a dick or anything. I'm just saying though that's happened before. Like I had one show where me and Bitcoin Motorists were trying to talk about a basketball subject, and somebody in the chat was talking shit like, "Oh, can we stop talking about basketball?" And it's like, no, like I'll talk about it. I can talk about what I want, So, but yeah, that's kind of how it works. Eddie, so it might be larger than the Taiwan's cash. Dude, see, that would be incredible. Yeah. But what would happen is our country would find a way to squander it, just like they do with oil. We have enough oil. We don't have to buy oil from anyone ever again. But it's much harder to launder the oil money from American companies and American drillers here than it is with foreigners. The foreigners are willing to loop it back in through foreign policy of the United States, and so the politicians could get paid that way. So that's why they prefer those outlets there. Also, a lot of our politicians and even our former presidents are invested into those companies out of over in the Middle East and other places. So there you go. You ever seen someone take a phone call during a live show? See? Everything's different now. It's a brave new world. So it's a brave new world. Fuck you. Fuck you. DC lizard people, DC eyes wide shut party goers, whatever you want to call it. DC baby fuckers. Yep, Darryl Green played a corner at 40. That's insane. He had a lot of torque, a lot of massive amounts of torque. Absolutely alpha courage. He had crazy torque. Black Ops asks, could we talk about how bad my Seahawks were in the second half? Yes, they were absolute shit, and the Rams aren't even that good. That was a complete meltdown. If Rodgers suffered an Achilles tear, that is so Jets. That is like the most Jets thing ever, right? Like, Albuquerque says DC Commanders. Absolutely. It's too perfect, right? The Commanders, the Commies. Let's just call them the Commies for short. They need to go back to the Redskins. Never trust Geno Smith or age Geno Smith. So, what's my opinion on Russell Wilson? Okay, I'm not expecting fireworks. All right, in week one. Okay, so Sean Payton, different way of doing things, different system. Let's give Russell, like I said, a month. Let's see where this goes. If things aren't improving for Russell within a month, but let's say by October, by week 5, if he's not playing well and you don't see an upward trajectory of any kind, of no progress, it's him. It's him. Okay? So in the past, I've blamed the horrible coaching last year, some of the worst coaching I've ever seen in my life. But if even Sean Payton can't get Russell going, the problem is Russell. So. Elva Courage, absolutely. I saw that. Elva Courage said there's a Native American movement to restore the Redskins name. And what's such great timing about that is I cut up a video of me and Milena talking about the Redskins name over the years. So I went back to all the early VonAllen Sports shows where we're talking about it. This is before they decided to do it. And I was kind of talking about the process. And then and I spliced it all together. And I'm going to release that tomorrow. Actually, maybe tonight. But tomorrow, definitely. Just to revisit that situation and talk about what transpired. Because it needs to go back. This is ridiculous. And like I've said before, the thing with the Redskins, the situation with Redskins is a white supremacist viewpoint. Except they just don't see it that way. If you're removing other cultures from American culture, and things that are so American and ingrained in our, not just politics, but our actual just the way we do things socially and our favorite pastimes like baseball and football, and you take that away. So you change the Cleveland Indians name, you change, the Washington Redskins. You're removing that culture from there. So you're making it to where only a mascot that is related to an inanimate object or a white person is okay. Well, what does that show? That's kind of weird, right? So, yeah. They have another target in mind, what their target is, and that's just something that they wanted to do. I really cannot believe Dan Snyder caved. And he said, "Oh, it's because his sponsors like FedEx and stuff were coming down on him." Who gives a shit? You're telling me that you couldn't find new sponsors that would sponsor the field or anything like that if you kept the Redskins name? That's such bullshit. He caved, and and he doesn't. It doesn't even matter at this point. Got new owners, so let's bring it back. Fuck it. They removed the Indian from the Land O'Lakes. They removed Aunt Jemima. They removed Uncle Ben. Let's just get rid of everybody who's not white. Right? I mean, there you go. But that's leftist ideology. Okay, that's leftist ideology. That's what it does. It is all about identity politics. It is all about grouping people into pairs, and grouping people together, and grouping them to a point where you stir up shit, and then you try to cause chaos. So it's think of America as a big jar, right? And you put two different types of ants in there, and the ants are not really going after each other. They're fine, okay? But then you shake that fucking jar, all right? And then they're all fucking killing each other and shit, and everybody's going nuts. Well, leftism is the shaking of the jar. That's what it is. So if you didn't shake that fucking jar, we wouldn't all be fucking going at each other, okay? Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares, all right? Nobody cares what color you are. Nobody cares whatever you want to do in your private life. As long as you're not trying to fuck kids, I don't care what you're trying to do, okay? Whatever. That's your business. Just don't fuck kids. But beside the point. Anyway, you see what I'm saying? So leftism is a cancer. It's an absolute virus. It's just Marxism. It's modern day Marxism. All right, we're back. Now I'm watching the Peyton and Eli broadcast. Okay, guys. So I was very excited to see Aaron Rodgers play. I went to see him play as a Jet, and my God, if he's out for the season, that is the most Jets thing ever. Like, it means that they are just cursed. It just means that it's never going to get better for them, ever. And the motherfucker just went down again, and it's not the kind of going down that he likes. Jaeger Tharn said, "As someone of Danish descent, Vikings offends me. You better start marching. You better do something. It's because hey." That was a great throw by motherfucker. Wilson to Wilson. Look at that. Isn't it great how we can just refer to Wilson as the motherfucker? And it's literal meaning. We're not calling him a name. It's not a pejorative in this sense. It's literal. Yeah. Too many fucking Wilsons on the Jets, though. All right. Ace says, Tom Brady takes over for Rodgers. Rodgers makes it to the Super Bowl on the bench. GOAT. That'd be fucking funny. The only problem with that is that Tom Brady, there's no way he would ever play for the Jets. That's a good dump off there. Heads up play. Ace says, my leftist professor told me that truth is subjective. So there's no objective right and wrong. Oh, really? I need a picture of Grumpy Cat. Just be like, oh, really? Hello? What? What the fuck does that even mean? Truth is subjective, and there's no objective right and wrong. That sounds like something a psychopath would say. As humanity, as a civilization, there are things that are established right from wrong. That's just how it works. Oh, 2nd and 1, so I'll just run fucking backwards. Do I think the Patriots beat the Jets if Rodgers is out? Yeah. Yep. Gourd King, of course, pumpkin spice offends you. You're the Gourd King. You should start a movement. You want to, yeah. We'll start canvassing door to door for you. What's my favorite Patriots game from 2007? The Cowboys. It's definitely the Cowboys versus the Cowboys. That game, it was because I couldn't stand Tony Homo, and I was still pissed on how they did Drew Bledsoe. And I remember Tony Homo walked up to Tom after the game and said, "Oh, we'll see you at the Super Bowl." And I remember thinking, "Oh, that victory was just that much sweeter now." But I remember that game was just epic. So, yeah, it's the Cowboys game. Although there were some great ones, like that Colts game. My God. I remember the Colts game when Peyton had the ball at the end. I kept walking out the room because I was like trying to like trigger some kind of good luck or whatever the fuck it was doing. And that was stressful, but it wasn't as fun. It was too stressful. So it wasn't as fun as the Cowboys game was. What's up, Roman? Hey, how you doing? Good. So I want to give you the news here. So Aaron Rodgers comes out, very beginning, gets sacked, and now he may have a torn ACL.
Is he out of the game then?
Yes.
Yeah. How far into the game?
Very beginning.
So you were a Jet fan for a whole 5 minutes?
I was a Jets fan for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yes, until that happened.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
exactly. Fuck you. All right, so, yeah. Asshole. A Jets fan just walked in, just let you guys know. Yeah, well, if he's got a torn ACL, he's out for the year.
Yeah, then I'm not.
It's over.
Yeah.
And that would be the most Jets thing ever.
Yeah.
Like, that's just so how they are.
Yeah, all this hype, all this talk. Here we go.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not an ACL. Gord King, correct. It's a torn Achilles.
Okay.
That's, yeah. So, same thing.
But they don't know yet for sure.
No. But, yeah, the Baltimore game was too stressful to be fun, to be exciting, because we probably were going to lose that game. Got some pretty decent calls there. So, but, yeah, I'd have to say the Cowboys game. I wish I could pick one of the playoff games, but to be honest with you, the 07 Patriots in the playoffs were kind of ass. They weren't that good. It was the games kind of sucked. You know, the game against Jacksonville was blah. The Chargers game was blah. And we know what happened with the Giants. So, we got derped on by the biggest derp of all, Eli Manning. He just derped his way across the field. Derp, 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 derp. So, fuck Eli Manning. No, I'm just kidding. I actually like Eli. He's the little brother. I have close feelings about that, about being the little brother. You know, the youngest is always the best. You know, so. It's because we watch the screw ups of all the older ones. We watch how big of fuck ups they are, and then we figure it out, and we know what to do. So, right, Roman? Huh? I said that the youngest is always the best. Like your little sister. Your little sister is the best. Yes. It's just how it works. No, the oldest is the screw ups. It's the youngest. That's where it's at. That's why Eli was able to derp his way to 2 rings. He was able to derp his way to as many rings as Peyton, despite the difference between him and Peyton being like this, as far as quarterbacks go. Derped his way to 2 rings. And there goes the motherfucker running backwards. And the motherfucker got rid of it, doing his best Aaron Rodgers impression by throwing it out of bounds. There's a flag on the play. Derp is confused. He's like, "Oh, Peyton, did you see that, Peyton?" "I don't know, Peyton. I can't tell what motherfucker was doing." Peyton's like, "Oh, yeah. My forehead itches. Goddamn." All right. Yeah, so there's no objective right or wrong. That's interesting. I'm not surprised that a professor told you that, Ace. So they're mostly communist or Marxist ideology. So. Wow, Peyton is clapping for a fucking field goal. That's how you know this game sucks ass. Biop says this talk reminds me of Jordan Peterson. That's not the first time I've heard that, actually. Actually, Ace, so the Cowboys offend you because Cowboys would fight Indians and then kill them. So we must change the Cowboys to the Cowgirls because girls are innocent. So believe all women. Okay, sure. So believe all women, always. No. Okay, anyway. So Cowboys is offensive because it assumes gender. So the word boy assumes that all of the men on the, sorry, I just did it again. All of the theys on the team all are he or hims, right? But what if they're not? What if one of them identifies as a she or her or a rock or a bridge You see what I mean? So boy, the word boy is a gender assuming mascot. That you can't do that. So just call them. You can't call them cowgirls because it's the same thing. Just call them cows. The Dallas Cows. Does that sound good? Oh, Gory King says cow is fat phobic. Yeah. Sure about that. Honestly, I think cows are probably better shaped than a lot of women I've seen. So, I don't know. Peyton just said he doesn't think that that Brady would ever go to the Jets because it would be illegal. Okay. This game needs to fucking pick up before I stick a needle in my eye. Don't make me turn on women's golf. I'll fucking do it. No, I won't. There we go. First down. I've been known to watch myself some women's golf. As long as it's that one golf girl. The one that bends over, you know, all the time. I'm still trying to figure out how people even watch golf. I don't understand it. Psycho Mantis says, am I the only one who thinks that when Brady is indicted? He might be. You know, he's friends with Trump. Anybody who's friends with Trump gets indicted. But obviously you meant inducted into the Hall of Fame. It should be Peyton inducting him. I think that would be interesting. I think it'd be interesting. Yeah. So... Unfortunately, I think Tom will pick some cheesy pick, like some like womp womp pick, like my mommy or my daddy, or you know, some shit, or yeah. And hopefully he doesn't fucking cry. I'll be honest with you, I'm really getting tired of men crying on TV. It's like enough of this bullshit. Okay? Is every fucking man in this country a pussy now? Stop it. Remember, like, a few decades ago, that was like, if that happened, it would be rare. You'd be like, whoa, you know? Now it's like, I'm going to cry over everything. Wah, 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 wah. Shut up. My mom was fucking hardcore, dude. Like I would come into the house, be all fucked up, got my knee all banged up and bleeding and shit from playing like tackle football outside. She'd be like, put the band-aid on, wrap it up. All right, get back out there. I'm like, holy shit, let's go. You know? There ain't no crying. There ain't no fucking whining. I remember I had friends that would get something like that would happen to them, and their mommies come out and they, stick their hand up their ass and everything and be like, oh, my little baby. And then, oh, he can't play anymore. It's like, what the fuck, man? No. It's a bunch of pussies, this country. We need a bunch of motherfuckers like Josh Allen in the military, okay? So that's what we need. We need, like, Josh Allens everywhere. We used to have BB gun wars out in the woods, We'd shoot each other with that shit. Like, how smart was that? Another fucking stupid pick. At least he took the hit. Because he's a man. He's not a pussy. But that was a dumb throw. And the double coverage. What do? You're not Tom Brady, dude. Okay? Sorry. You're pretty good, man. But you're not Tom Brady. Minuteman says, yeah, remember when men and we're all stoic in movies? Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be an asshole here. I'm just saying that men cry over everything now. It's like, give them an award, they cry. Someone shows up and says something nice to them, they cry. It's like, oh, what do you know? A fucking advertisement from Marvel Studios about Loki, and he's fucking crying. Everybody's fucking crying. Let's just fucking cry. Y'all want to cry with me? Okay, everybody ready? Let's just fucking cry about everything. So stupid. Fucking Daniel Cormier, yeah, he's a crying little bitch, isn't he? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he does cry like a baby, like an actual baby. Yeah. Daniel Cormier's a little bitch. Yeah. On that bitch note, I'll be right back. I have well, I think you figure it out. Where's that fucking... This game's pissing me off. I was expecting an epic matchup tonight. That's why I picked this game. Some bullshit. maybe I don't need it right now. Let's see. I turn the brightness down a little bit. I got no light coming. Oh, I forgot to set up that light because it was daytime. I didn't set up the left light. That's what's going on here. Okay, I was wondering why it was dark. Oh well, we don't need it tonight, do we? We'll get it next time. I'll just brighten it a little bit. Okay. So I warned you guys, this year's going to be a lot more torque. A lot more torque. It's going to say what's on my mind. And you're getting the Æron, you're getting the VonAllen version of me if you were hanging out with me in my living room watching this game. That's what you're getting. So the fuck? They got Ryan Fitzpatrick on here now. Ryan Fitzpatrick, such a douche. I can't stand this guy. Of course, he's a little Harvard homo. You know what? That's a good idea. I'm going to have a new Coke. That'll get me going. That'll get me going. Just a second. I'm going to get a new one. You're about to hear the greatest sound there is. You guys ready for this shit? Okay. I'm in hair in my mouth. All right, here we go. Ready? Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Was that as good for you as it was for me? I hope so. Welcome to Midnight Talk with VonAllen and his Coke. Okay. If that came off creepy, it was meant to be. So. This game's some boring ass shit. Fuck it. All right. All right. Where's my chat box at? There it is. And we're back. Jalen, then you totally succeeded. Thank you, Jalen. Hey Jay, are you wanting the Redskins back? How do you feel about that, or do you even care? Because I know you've been a Redskins fan your whole life, so. We should all go just go emo and listen to MCR. If you guys get any news about Aaron Rodgers, if anything else comes out, post it here, please, and make sure to write my name so I see it. Yeah, I don't watch anything from Marvel or anything like that. Not really. The only thing I really watch from them is X-Men. So, but all the other stuff, the Avengers and all the 1,000 fucking characters that they've got that have their own movie and own spin-off, fucking people I've never even heard of before. I mean, how the fuck do you give a guy named Ant-Man his own movie? Ant-Man. Didn't even know that was a thing. Ant-Man. Fucking stupid. There's just too many. There's too many characters. It's all chaotic and shit. It's and everybody gets their own film, and these are very minor characters. And there's so many like Spider-Man. Like how many Spider-Man movies can you make, honestly? And how many? It's just, I don't know. And oversaturation. Too many TV shows. Too many. It's just everywhere, and it doesn't mean any much. And it's too cartoonish. It's all just special effects. It's all just CGI, and there's you don't give a shit about the characters. To be honest with you, so I've never seen the Avengers movies, but when I see clips and stuff, here and there for various reasons, I'm always hoping that the bad guy Thanos, I'm hoping he just murders all of them, and then we don't have to watch another movie again, and they don't have to put out another movie. So if he just murders them, so I was going for him actually. I was going for the bad guy. Yeah. Why not? And Transformers, I was going for Megatron. Jaeger Pepsi's not bad. Oh, Jalen, no, I was asking you, would you be happy about that if they were to bring the Redskins name back? Like, is that something that you'd be excited about, or do you not really care either way? That's what I was asking. Barry McCockner, that guy's still relevant. Like, I mean, he wasn't relevant really before, but I mean, he's still doing his whole Brady. He hates Brady, and Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT and all that shit. The guy won't debate anybody. He won't, no matter what you say. So. Nice, Jalen. Well, I'm with you on that, man. That's good. That means you have integrity, dude. And that's awesome. You stop rooting for them because they changed their name. Because it's not the same team, is it? It's not the same team. All those Super Bowls you won that say Redskins on them, it's gone. It's, What I don't understand is this. If they were going to change the team, why didn't you just call them the Hogs? Could have done that. So, but yeah, it's not the same team anymore. Once you change the mascot, it's over. It's done. The whatever you come up with in the future is an expansion team. Okay? It's like the Wizards. So the Wizards, there was a time when I was growing up, the team was called the Washington Bullets. And that was a badass name, that was a really cool name. And for basketball, you think speed when you think bullet. You think speed, precision, fast-paced, shit like that. And then you call them the Wizards. I mean, that sounds really fairy-like, Sounds like they'd fit in at the West Hollywood Pride Parade. We're the Washington Wizards. Yeah. Well, I guess it makes sense for Washington, D.C. They are wizards. Wizards that steal in our fucking money. You got a point, Gord King. They should be, yeah, at that point, they'd be called the Washington Fairies. Yeah, well. My God, guys, I just left for a second. You didn't have to leave. Yeah, when you change um, the logo, it's not that the logo is the team. The mascot is the team. That is because players change, coaches change, even ownership changes. Um, Teams move cities, so that doesn't change. The only thing that can't change is the mascot. It's like the Rams, they moved to St. Louis, they come back, but they're still the Rams. The Rams are the Rams, right? But you move the Oilers from Houston, then you move them to Memphis for a year. They're still called the Oilers. Then you move them to Nashville and you still call them the Oilers. They're still the Oilers. You change their name to the Titans, the Oilers no longer exist. Okay? No one's going to sit there and go, oh, well, technically, they're the Oilers. They started out as the Oilers. No, it doesn't work. Sorry. It's stupid. It's just stupid. A mascot also is a brand name. Okay, it's a brand name that has so much history behind it, and they literally killed the Redskins' history, one of the oldest teams in the NFL, and you have annihilated that brand development. The Commanders are an expansion team as far as, well, for all intents and purposes. It's the smartest thing I would say that Cleveland did was sued for the Browns, and they kept that there. Instead of letting Baltimore, they take it to Baltimore, and that was pretty cool that they did that. But yeah, once you change the mascot, it's over. That should probably help a little. Okay. Let's see if that lighting's better. Okay. Fuck this. Motherfucker, run, motherfucker! And he got sacked again. The umpteenth time. All right. Sorry, I'm getting tired of eating my hair. All right. It's getting a bit too long. All right, we're in the fourth quarter and nothing has happened yet. So now imagine if Æron hadn't got injured and he's out there playing pretty good, we would have a pretty good game. It would force the Bills to have to take some looks at what they're doing scheme wise. I mean, they're still taking their shots and they're making mistakes, but that last interception was like a kind of like a punt, but I don't think that was his intention, but that's what it turned out to be. Basically, when they're talking about Ryan Fitzpatrick being from Harvard. When I see someone is from Harvard, or I see the letters, PhD next to their name, I immediately are like, What is this? You know, you have to wonder. Dave Lauer, what's up, man? And anti-base metal. I noticed that you just got in, or I just noticed. Yeah, maybe you have been here already. So. Yeah, Jaeger, the Redskins actually weren't originally in D.C. They used to be called the Boston Redskins. And like you said, the Rams were once in Cleveland, way back in the day. Yeah, guys, if you didn't get the notification thing, make sure it's kind of weird. Make sure the bell is solid. So if your YouTube is set to dark profile mode is what I use, then the solid color would be white. And if you're using the traditional YouTube look, which is all white, the solid would be black. But make sure it's filled in. If you don't do that, they're not going to notify you. Like I said, my channel is at this point, it's who knows, what the deal is. So just make sure you've done that. Don't assume that you did, because they switch it on and off. And I'll tell you what happened recently. Nice. Okay, now we got the ball moving here. So finally, something to talk about. Whew. But anyway, make sure you check that notification thing. Make sure that's on. So. Congratulations to Novak Djokovic on his 24th tennis Grand Slam title at the U.S. Open, beating. I was trying to say beating and defeating. Beating Daniil Medvedev in straight sets. So Novak Djokovic is kind of a miracle player, because he managed to win all these Grand Slams since then without getting the COVID shot. And somehow he pulled through. Somehow he made it. Somehow he was able to be a top athlete and get that done without dying. And it's quite an amazing story. And same thing with Æron Rodgers. Æron Rodgers has won 2 MVPs without getting it. So it's an amazing story. It's an amazing story of braveness and how you can go against the deadly virus without the shot. So, oh my God, another pick. Here comes the regression. How the Jets are still in this game? Josh Allen, that's how. So match this if the Jets had Æron playing right now with this three picks. But if motherfucker can actually move the ball, they might have something going. Josh Allen. You know, I miss the days when you would have a Josh Allen meme where he's jumping over somebody. I posted the Josh Allen meme where he's jumping over Joe Biden, tripping on the steps of Air Force One. So, yeah. That's weird. Yeah. All right. Well, it's advertising again, so we'll see. Did I ever watch Ant-Man? No. Don't know who it is. Why would I? Who cares? Yeah, the Rams were in Cleveland like very quickly. It was like the early days. It wasn't even. It was like when there was like 4 leagues and it was all just nonsense, you know. So it was very back in the day. Yeah, Dave. Brandon doesn't know where the fuck he is. Okay, he needs to be in a fucking nursing home. So we need to be calling visiting angels on his ass. You know. Yeah, I agree with Eli. The safety did make a good play, but still, the read was there. I mean, you could tell that he was in the area. Did Josh just not see him? How did? What's going on? This is the second time tonight that he just completely didn't see the first pick, and this one he just didn't see the guy coming across. What's his deal? Are they disguising it better? I mean, no. How the fuck do you not see that? If you want to make that throw, okay, if you want that on that pick, if you want to make that throw, if you're Josh, you got to hit it to the sidelines farther. Your trajectory, it's got to be much sharper and a little bit higher. And he threw it in. And I mean, that's probably not a wise throw to begin with. But if you try, you can make that throw. Rodgers could make that throw. Brady could make that throw. You know, if you're that guy, you could probably make that throw. But it was unnecessary, considering that you're up 13-6 right now. The game's, you know, the Jets really can't move the ball much. Just, you know, you already have 2 picks at that point. Just take your time. But no, he wants to throw another one. So there you go. All right, motherfucker. Let's see what you got. There, that's a good play. Hit the wide open guy while falling down. So, with as badly as Josh is playing, I'm kind of rooting for motherfucker now. Oh my God, there's a Jets fan wearing Hulk hands. That's funny. By the way, isn't the actor who plays Incredible Hulk, isn't he like a cuck? Come on, Jets. Give us a game, buddy. Because if Buffalo scores again without the Jets scoring, I'm getting out of here. Fuckers. No, not Lou Ferrigno. I'm talking about the guy that plays him now. He looks like he hasn't had a shower in like 2 years. I mean, he looks like he smells. What's his name? Ruffalo? Mike Ruffalo? Something like that? Yeah, he's a major cuck, dude. He's always on X talking about how he wants to suck off Joe Biden. Mark Ruffalo. Yeah, Jalen, it's true. Everything I say is true. It's absolutely true. Oh, the motherfucker with a great throw. Wilson to Wilson. Let's go. Bills playing like shit. They don't deserve it. Wait, am I rooting for the Jets? The fuck is happening? This really is the new VonAllen Sports, isn't it? Look at the motherfucker. What a move. Nice. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We got something now. We got something. But, you know, Tom's not in the league anymore, so we've got to mix it up here. We've got to expand our rooting interest if this is going to be any fun, okay? So we'll mix it up here. This is going to be a running play. Oh, no, it's a fade. He got it. Motherfucker. He just went up and get it. It was a fucking rebound. It was like a rebound. Oh, I'll take it. Great call. Dude, they were in running formation. That was a up the middle play for sure. For sure. And then just change it to a fade. That was well done. Props to the Jets. Well done. He popped that thing to himself. That was good. What he was trying to do, okay, on the replay there, you can see he was actually trying to stop the interception because the throw wasn't that good, actually. So he was trying to stop the pick. So he just got his hand in there, and then it actually ended up popping up in his direction, and he caught it. So good effort trying to stop the pick. More wide receivers need to do that. A lot of wide receivers, they won't fight for the ball, or if they see that their quarterback made a mistake, they won't go for it. So, yeah, Jalen, absolutely. Yeah, top 10 on SportsCenter. Hey, man, you know, you make your own luck. He was, like I said, he was trying to stop the interception, but that effort rewarded him with a touchdown catch. Awesome. I love it. Yeah, it was just not a good throw by motherfucker. You can't throw a fade route like that into the end zone so inside like that. You just can't. It's just a bad throw. Always go out, okay? Tom Brady talks about this a lot. Always go out. What you do is you make it to where either your guy can get it or it's going out of bounds. And there's no opportunity for an interception. You throw that thing short and low, you're helping the defense now. It's he's not a rookie anymore. Motherfucker. Maybe he needs to fuck Aaron Rodgers' mom. Alpha Courage, yeah, right. Fucking PTSD from that shit. Jaeger, I love that. He says this is the first week one without Tom starting since Lenny Briscoe was still in Law and Order and Pluto was a planet. Wow. That 2008 season was I guess the only time we had to really deal with losing Tom for a whole, not having him for a whole year, but at least he did get to start week one. But then in 2016, we didn't have him for 4 games. So, and of course he didn't play. He was in the league in 2000, but he didn't play. So, but he got injured in week one. I mean, he got injured like during the game against the Chiefs, but he did technically start, I guess. So. How does Ryan Fitzpatrick know what team to root for? He's played for every team in the league. Why are we watching his interception? Hey, idiots, do your job. Show us the touchdown catch. Well, that's what you get when you have employees by Disney. Oh, and Josh Allen decides he wants to fumble the fucking ball. What's going on? Okay, so I admit the fourth quarter's been good. It's been good. There's a little brouhaha going on in the middle of the field. Minuteman, that 2008 Patriots team probably would have gone undefeated. If not, it would have been very close. They would have won the Super Bowl that year. Nice job there, Josh. Looking away before you catch the snap, because that's always smart. If Milena was here, I'd have her show everybody how to catch the ball, because she knows how to catch the ball. She knows the thing. Milena, to this day, still has never dropped a pass that I've thrown to her. If you know what I mean. She's a great receiver. Although she likes to change positions and play tight end every once in a while. Everything I say is true. All right, here we go. Let's see what motherfucker can do. Okay. This is a good play call there on first down. Good run. little predictable, but when you got motherfucker back there, you kind of just take what you can get. Elf of Courage, if the Jets could win this without Aaron Rodgers, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Nice move. Good run. Too bad he couldn't get the first, though. Okay, so this is a third down situation, third and short. What they want to do, though, yes, you want to score, but you also don't want the Bills having too much time left. The Bills are expecting a run here, obviously. They know that the Jets don't trust motherfucker. And that's exactly why, if you're the Jets, you let motherfucker throw it. You try to catch them off guard. And it didn't work. See? Oh, they were ready for that. See? That's what I'm saying. They should have called a pass play rule. You know, it's just, you could have done a fade route right down the sidelines there. The Bills were ready for a run because they knew the Jets didn't trust their quarterback. And the Jets apparently doesn't either. That first down was everything. You needed it. You needed to run the clock down. Bills are notorious for scoring in the last minutes of a game. Dumbasses. Have some balls. Go for it. Come on. Okay, are they really going to go for it, or is he just going to try to draw him off sides a little bit? Do some head fakes and some hard counts here. Let's see what motherfucker can do. Oh, quarterback sneak for the motherfucker. He got through. Bad motherfucker. Let's go. Torque. If you're wondering why I keep calling their quarterback motherfucker. Okay, so he's very famous. So he for one thing. So he had a very insanely hot girlfriend, like his age. Okay, he was like a rookie recently, you know. So he's a very young guy. But then he was caught fucking the mother of his best friend or something like that. So he literally is a motherfucker. She's like older or whatever. So I'm not calling him that because I hate him. Wilson, number 2, the quarterback for the Jets. So it's not me hating on him. I mean, he literally is a motherfucker. So, and that was a terrible play. That was just terrible execution. Shitty handoff there. Two-minute warning. No, that's true, Jalen. They should rename it the Brady play, the quarterback sneak. I mean, nobody is better at quarterback sneaks than Tom Brady. It's not even close. You're absolutely right. Let's just call it the Brady. Although we could call a lot of things the Brady, like winning. We can call that doing the Brady. Roman, you want me to put the game back up on the TV for you?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Because it's almost over.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll watch it.
All right. What's going on? Why isn't... What happened to the game? Why does it just say Nerd Wallet? Are you guys having a problem with the broadcast? Oh, okay, there we go. Doing pretty good on X. This broadcast so far has 253 views. Nice. Although it doesn't tell you the viewers until it's over, so it just says 0 viewers. It'll say that forever until it's over. I don't know why they do that. Maybe they need to fix that. But but right now it's been viewed 253 times. That's pretty good. You know, considering I don't have that many followers yet on Twitter or X. It's going to take a little while to not call it Twitter. All right, motherfucker, here we go. Okay, that was a cowardly ass play right there. 2nd and 13, and you just run it up the middle again. Don't be a pussy, dude. I thought he was supposed to be a hard ass. I thought this coach was like... What, does he think Dick Cheney's going to bomb the World Trade Center again? Allah Akbar. All right, motherfucker, let's see what you got. 3rd and 12. Got to throw the ball here. Okay, Eli. Holy shit. No balls whatsoever. Now, I know that running it there, again, is the prudent thing to do. But come on, man. This is Monday Night Football. Ryan, what's up, man? Welcome. Tim Anderson, absolutely no fucking balls. People need to start looking at what the Lions did on Thursday night. Okay, the Lions. I'm a Lions fan now. Like, I'm going to root for them because their coach, man, he didn't give a shit. He just did everything he could think of. Okay, well, the Jets just made sure that they're probably going to lose the game by not getting more first downs, running the clock down, and then kicking the field goal or going for the touchdown and going up. So this is where the Bills make their money here is they score fast in the last minutes. It's notorious for it. So unless the Jets think they can get another interception, we'll see. But I don't know. That's true, Jay. Jalen's saying try an onside kick. If it works, you win straight up. That's something the Lions would probably do. But not this guy. He proved right here, this sequence of events proves that he's got no balls. So oh, Roman, it sounds like you're not going to be able to make it. You just finished doing your lawn and you might... Yeah. But okay, so thanks for letting me know that you didn't make it. So, um, yeah. Okay. Let's get back to the game. Come on. No balls or no trust in Wilson. Um, you know what, Luke? It's probably no trust in Wilson. You're right. You're right. But I just want to see motherfucker, do good here, and so maybe that's just me, rooting for him there. So here we go. Wilson, Tim Anderson says Wilson likes milk and cookies. I heard that Wilson only bangs moms if they're still producing milk. That's what I heard. Everything I say is true. Go Josh, go Josh. Just cover up. What was he doing? He was carrying it like it was a loaf of bread, like he stole it. Here it goes, guys. This is it. This is the Bills doing what they do. They're great. They're great in the final 2 minutes of a half, especially the second half. They're just gonna march down the field and score. That's it. They got this. Come on. I wonder if the Jets know that Stephon Diggs is on the field. Just like, you think? Okay, that's the third time they went to Diggs, but he pushed off there. Can't do that. He committed it's called offensive pass interference. You can't push the defender off in order to get yourself open. Okay, so we were talking earlier, and someone said this reminds me of Jordan Peterson. That's so funny. Yeah. Maybe it's just word choice or something, or I don't know. So, or phrasing. Yeah. Maybe we have similar. Yeah. I'm assuming that's a compliment. At least they don't tell me I sound like Joe Biden. So, you guys ever seen that delivery guy who walks up and he sees the mat that says "fuck Joe Biden"? He goes, "Fuck Joe Biden, damn right, fucking prick." And delivery. All right, here we go. 35 seconds. 1st and 20 because of the push off. Wide open Diggs again. This is the 4th time in a row that Josh Allen has gone for Stephon Diggs. The Jets are playing what's called prevent defense. And it's supposed to make sure that you don't give up the big play. Really, all it does is prevent you from winning. And that's why it's really called prevent defense. Pussy little bitches play prevent defense. Which is why the Jets are probably playing it. Makes sense. Hey, no Aaron Rodgers. It's open season on the Jets. Yeah, okay, so. You're going to fucking lose on September 11th, really? They put both this and the Giants at home, the Giants last night, for September 11th, you know? Giants got completely destroyed. That was for those keeping count, that was the 5th completion to Stephon Diggs. I bet the Jets coaches are like, who's that number 14 out there? Who is that guy? He's pretty good. You know, Josh keeps going to him. Maybe we should cover this guy. Idiots. The Jets are relying on their 3-point lead, just hoping that they can, you know. Nope. And it's the first time Josh did not go for Diggs. They got time for one more play. 10 seconds left. They're going to have to stick to the sidelines. Come on, you got a 3rd down. Just run another play. Just go to the sidelines. You could even go downfield. You could, as long as it's in the end zone. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, okay. I thought it was delay of game. The Jets called timeout. Showing kickers in pregame, it means nothing, guys. It means nothing. Trust me on this. There's a big difference openly kicking it with no one in your face, all right? And there's no pressure. Everything changes. Just ask Dallas's kicker from last year in the playoffs. That guy's still the GOAT. The Cowboys kicker. We'll never see that ever happen again. Not in our lifetime. All right, here we go. Sidelines or end zone. And he chose to just throw it shitty because the Jets blitzed. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Here comes the kick. But he made the 60-yarder in pregame. Yes, his only distraction was the male cheerleader on the sidelines. I'm sorry, transgender. All right, here we go. 50-yard for the tie. It's up, and it's doink! And it's good! He doinked it in. Okay, we got to go to the Madden. You know, if you're going to doink, If you're a kicker and you're gonna doink, that's the kind of doink that you want. You want to doink it in. You don't want to doink it out. So by doinking it in, he has tied the game and kept the Bills in the game. So it's definitely the kind of doink you want. Yeah. Elf called it. Props, man. All right, here we go. Overtime. The Jets could have put this game away. You guys think the ball had magnets in it? You think the NFL turned on the magnet machine and was like, they were trying to give Jets the win. They were trying to move the ball away, but it snuck in just at the last second there. You know what the Jets stand for, Roman? Just end the season. That's a pretty cool motto, isn't it? Like that's their thing. Oh, they also have another motto. It's this team makes me drink. It's pretty good. So. And the motherfucker downs it to go into overtime. Yes, because this game needed overtime. It's so epic. What this tells you is that if Aaron Rodgers wasn't hurt, that the Jets would look pretty damn good right now. That's what it would tell you. Their defense, what they've been able to do. And then, of course, I think it's fair to assume that Aaron would have put up a lot more points than 16. So, you know what, Alpha Courage? If both these teams tied, I think that would be fitting, wouldn't it? Do you think Aaron Rodgers ever took motherfucker on one of his mushroom, meditation experiences in Tibet or some shit? Do you think he took them? That's true, Jalen. He's getting some good experience here. It's very true. Because he needs to erase that terrible season that when he was starting. That's just, he's got to forget about that. Now this is a new thing. So you're right. We want the ball and we're going to score. You guys remember when Matt Hasselbeck said that shit? We want the ball and we're going to score. And then he throws an interception like a douche. What a loser. If you're going to call your shot, you better damn sure make sure that you're not the reason why it failed, you know? So this dude at the overtime, he says, we want the ball and we're going to score. He says that on the ref's mic. He goes out there and he throws a pick. It's like, what a loser. You think Samuel L. Jackson came out of the womb talking like that? You think when he was 2, his mom would say, Sammy, it's time for dinner. What the hell did you say to me, woman? You know? You think he talked like that when he was a kid? Pulp Fiction did it? Okay. Man, here we go. Start of overtime for this epic matchup. I'm so excited. Can we just make this sudden death? Just the first idiot that kicks a field goal wins. Come on. These new baby rules. I get it in the playoffs, but regular season, just be done with it. I mean, did these guys go to overtime because they're equally strong or because they equally suck? That's up to you to decide. You dumb shit. Ball start. What a way to start the overtime period. Man, I should have covered the Chiefs Lions. I just thought this would be the better game. Yep. Jalen, you're right. Everyone's trying to be so damn careful in preseason and training camp that there's no rhythm. It's just, again, I'll say it. Don't bet on teams until October. Because you're just throwing darts at a dartboard. You just don't know. Because they don't know who they are. Okay. That was good coverage, though. Good defense. Let's see if the motherfucker can do something here. We have a guy here in the chat, longtime fan. He's oh, great, nice. Oh shit! Oh shit! That's it. Wow. Motherfucker just got the win. Although it's going to be credited to Aaron Rodgers. Wow. So at least one New York team won on 9/11. Ironic that it's the crashing Jets. So. Wow. Okay. Oh, Bills. Oh, Buffalo Bills. Yes, I'm very thankful. A women's shirt, by the way. this is good. This is good. At least this game finished well, you know. Because the first 3 quarters just sucked. Maybe in the future I'll start broadcasting from the second half or something. Maybe that would make more sense. Minuteman, I don't know. I don't know because again, we don't know who these teams are yet. This could be an anomaly for the Jets and for the Bills. I still think the Bills and Patriots will split. I know I've said this before. It's not like a broken record, but football is a lot like tennis, okay? In that it doesn't really matter how other team performs and what they're coming in with. What matters is how you equal to them, how you match up to them, how you can neutralize that. And if your team is just not made that way, then it makes no difference. So that's why I never go by like, oh, this guy, they blew out this team, so they're automatically going to blow out or they're going to win the next game. You can't do that. You've got to look at now if those two teams that you're playing each week are similar in style, and then you could go by that more. Bills stands for boy, I love losing Super Bowls. That's funny, Minuteman. Hey, look at it this way: no Bills player, collapse on the field tonight, except if you count some of those pathetic interceptions. So, oh, Aaron, you're so insensitive. Yeah. Do you know the kind of shit our coaches used to call us? The names that they'd call us when we were kids, dude. We were children. The shit they said to us was awful. And these guys, they start whining and shit because the coach yells at them. Yeah, Epicurus, the whole team collapsed. Yep. Absolutely. Some dude had a Jets Tebow shirt. Wow. All right, there you go. Congrats to the Jets. Not tonight, though. Not tonight. That'll come later. That was probably bad timing. Okay. That was okay. All right. So, yeah. So, what I'm going to do here is, I don't know if you guys remember that I would do this, but we're usually going to schedule a VAS live Saturday nights before Sunday's games. Okay. But that can change sometimes if there's certain matchups or certain things going on. Like there's times on Saturdays where I have a UFC event, and if that's the case, then we will do it on Fridays. So I should put out a schedule ahead of time for these things. So because sometimes it can be Friday, sometimes it can be Saturday. Also, I may pick certain games that I think are worth doing this with, and they could be on Thursday or Sunday night or Monday night. So I will not. I can tell you this for sure. I will not be covering any morning games for me because the early games start at 10 a.m. here and on the West Coast. I will not be doing that. The only exception would be playoffs. Playoffs. Don't talk about playoffs. I just hope we can win a game. But yeah. So I'll make an exception in the playoffs, but not now. So won't be doing that. Yeah, Gord King. Yeah, Brian DeBall. He was a very important part to the Bills, and the cracks are showing. And also, you know, I've heard that Diggs and Josh are having some trouble, and that, if you guys remember, that goes back to last year. So if that's going on, that's going to cause problems too. So. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and go. So I will see you guys soon. And like I said, I will be putting out a schedule and how the new format's going to work, and I'll be putting it in writing. So always check the community notes. But also, please, as soon as we go from here, go to X, which used to be called Twitter. Follow VonAllen Sports there, and because I'm talking all the time there, always, all day long, every day. So join the conversation there with me, and then also on Rumble. So I'm trying to get the Rumble thing going on. That's going to take some time, but yeah. So that's where I'm at on those spaces. And also, if you want to contribute to the channel, please visit Patreon, my Patreon, VonAllen Patreon, and it's a monthly thing. So we no longer have super chats or memberships. So the membership format that we used to have, the Empire format, is now moved to Patreon. So be sure to sign up there if you would like to keep that going. Okay? Thank you, guys. It's great to be back, and I appreciate all of you being here tonight. You're awesome. And I will see you very soon. Okay? Good night, guys. Bye.
Hi, this is tennis player Mariana Dragic, and you're watching VonAllen Sports, real and honest sports analysis. Subscribe now and join the empire. VonAllen Sports, let's go!
Flag on the play if you're not subscribed to VonAllen Sports. But once you are, we'll make it up to your team in the fourth quarter. You're watching VonAllen Sports, real and honest NFL analysis. Subscribe now and join the empire. VonAllen Sports, let's go.
VonAllen Sports. VonAllen Sports.